What is up, everyone? And as y'all can obviously tell, I'm homeless no more. It feels good, actually. Um, I'm still a little nervous about everything that's going on, but for the most part, this is definitely a breath of fresh air. And I want to go ahead and take this time to point out save your money. It's very important that you save your money. I would not have had this place if I didn't have money saved up in order to get it because I had to pay my deposit, I had to pay my prorate, and then I had to pay something extra called because I was an at-risk person. I almost didn't get this place because I was at risk, but the landlady understood my situation and she really she basically just said, okay, so you're just gonna pay a little bit extra for the first payment, and then you're good to go for like the rest of the week. So you're good to go for this will be your first rent. I'm like, yes, okay. So there's that, and it's like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. It really is. It's very because like I said, I still be in my car if I didn't have money saved up. So people, please save your money. Don't buy frivolously. Even though who am I to talk? Like I bought frivolously for like the past week and a half because I've been going to work more than I have been here, and I work at a like an outlet, like a mall, like an outdoor mall kind of situation. Like if you put a roof over this place, it would just be like a mall. But because there is no roof, it's just a mall, but you're outside, Tanger Outlet, right? So like I go to the food court during break because I don't have any food here yet. As you can obviously tell from the lack of furniture and everything else. I don't have any money to just buy stuff that I need. So right now it's just me in this empty place, and I don't mind it honestly. It's peaceful when there's nobody screaming outside. Um, but yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely more spacious than the car for sure. Uh, yeah, and also, like I said, a part of me really kind of does need to sort of appreciate the fact that my landlady did this for me because she could have easily just said no, and I could have just been bumming and slumming like I've been doing. So this actually does help. It really does. It's satisfying to know that things are slowly falling into place because this place is in Texas City. It's like reality of wrestling is like a good 10-minute drive away. So I can go back to training again. I can go back to doing this stuff again when I have time anyway. Because like I said, I've been working a lot lately. I don't know what my shifts are gonna look like at my job, but for the most part, I have been, you know, working a lot more, and they've been giving me a lot of closing shifts, and it's frustrating because it's like I said, hey, I can be an opener. I could be a guy who opens. I can wake up early and I can get here. That's no problem. And they're like, nope, closer. And I'm like, okay. So, but I do have a reasonable amount of days off. You know what I'm saying? It does. It My schedule is slightly, secure. I just need to be more secure so I can do more things that I want to do. But for that's for later in life. Um, but yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll start training again. That's the plan. The plan is to start training again, to get back into the swing of things. Because I'm not that far from training. Sleeping on the floor is actually a lot more comfortable than sleeping in my car. Like looking back. Um, but yeah, like I said, everything that this place, if you see any furniture in here, it's gonna probably be because I've had to buy it. If you this place, I had to get it. Like a lot of stuff, looking back at a lot of stuff in my life, I had to get a lot of things on my own, and it's really it's upsetting because if for other people it'll be like a flex, but for me it's just a why is all this crap expensive in the first place kind of ordeal. It's on one hand I'm glad of what I was capable I'm glad of what I'm capable of acquiring, but this is all luck. So you know moving along, I want to just go ahead and take this time real quick to point out, like, I've been following like a handful of politics the past week, and if I knew anybody who was getting indicted as many times as Trump, I don't know that person. Like, I just don't. It's not in me to like be friends with somebody who is that big of a criminal, because especially in the case of Trump, because for Trump, this dude doesn't have a job, so crime technically would be his only job, and if he's this bad at it, he should have been locked up a while ago. And the only reason why he hasn't is because he's a rich white dude. But because he's president, because he's a former president now, it's like, well, we can't just keep ignoring it because you are now a former president. It's like, wow, dude. Like, how do you suck this badly, man? It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Like, one of the big reasons, like a lot of reasons why I don't do crime is, one, I don't like the idea of hurting people who are already being hurt, because that's what I feel like crime is. Like, if you steal from a rich person, it's not a crime, because they're not being harmed in the ordeal, in my opinion. I mean, they're still getting something taken away from them. But if you steal money from a rich person, it's like taking water from a river. You know what I mean? It's like, is it really stealing? But clearly it does like sentimental value. Then like whatever. But the fact that, but it's like, I don't see that. I don't see any harm being done. But crime for me is when there's harm being done to someone, and there's that. But like, you know, but another reason why I wouldn't want to do crime is because I wouldn't be good at it. I just like, I couldn't. It's like, even if I had the morality, even if I had the low level of morality to like commit crimes, I would not be good at it. Like, I would get caught. I would get in trouble almost immediately, and there's no way for me to like avoid any kind of consequences. There's no way. Like, it's not like I have a cousin that's a lawyer who can keep me out of jail. You know what I mean? Who can like keep me out of jail or something. Like, I don't have that kind of luxury. So it's like, even if I wanted to commit crime, I know that I wouldn't be able to commit crime and actually get away with anything, because like something is going to happen. Like something has always happened. So for this dude to just basically like lack the morality, and like basically have the kind of the push that he has to commit all the crime that he does, and fall this far on his backside, it's just it's hilarious. I like laughing at this. I'm looking at this in laughter right now. I'm also kind of laughing at his fan base, because his fan base is, they don't know what to do, man. They really don't. But they're supporting him just as hard. And it's like, I'm not saying that Trump will go to jail, but if he does, that'll be funny. I also want to take this time to like probably bring up, like, this is old news now, but like a while back, Ice Cube has kind of been exposed for like talking with a lot of notable right wingers. And the thing is that like, I want to kind of shame him for what he's doing, like everybody else is doing, but I understand what he's trying to do. I think I understand. I think he's trying to bridge the gap between black people and white supremacists. And the problem is that there's no positive or meaningful way of doing that. It's just that like, we shouldn't be trying to break bread with them. We this is a case of him trying to make our enemies our friends, and it's like, Ice, this is not right. No. Ice Cube, more like Ice, no. So yeah. And it's like, because I get it, I understand, I understand, like, it's not really a case of breaking bread as much as it's a case of, like, you could utilize this in a better way. My window looks amazing. I thought it was open for a second. My window. Never thought I'd say that. My window. Like, I can open that window up if I want to, because nobody's going to tell me don't open the window. Wow. But yeah, so there's that. It's just wild to me, dude. Like, I'm like I get what he's trying to do, but I'm just like, no. This isn't the way. This isn't the thing. This isn't the thing to do, and this isn't the way to do it. Or rather, if you're gonna do it, like, make sure that it's not noticeable, because there is a guy who actually is becoming friends with Klansmen, like right now, and like like it's work. His method is working. He's deconstructing like white supremacy in the most painless way possible. But it's like the idea that we should all do that just because he's working for him. No, just no. Moving along, I'm getting fatter, but that's going to change soon because I have no food in that refrigerator right now, like none. All I got is like ice water. I got like frozen, got like frozen bottles of water that I'm thawing out. That is my food for right now. I'm not starving though. I'm not starving, but I am. I mean, clearly, I'm not starving, but it is kind of like, but yeah. Hopefully, this check that's coming up is gonna help me out a little bit. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just enjoy the fact that I'm not in my car. Love and peace and happiness and safety to every single one of y'all out there. And to 350 subscribers, I just want to say thank you guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. I didn't think I was going to get 350 subscribers, and now I got 350 subscribers. I'm also really loving this angle. It really, it makes me look like more chocolate colored. So I probably might start doing more videos from this angle if I don't have something on this part of the floor. So, love, peace, happiness, safety, and see you guys next week.